Hey everybody, Murray here. Now, I promised to tell a story on today's stream, and I totally forgot. But I'm a man who tries to keep his promises, or at least make up for breaking them whenever possible. So I'm going to tell you the story about a kid that lived across the alley from me when I was a youngster. His name was Paul. Not the brightest kid. Not only was he mean-spirited and just an all-around shit kid, yeah, he was dumb as fuck. But, you know, you're friends with your friends. And he had a swing set in his backyard where it would have a couple of swings, it would have the slide, and it was placed close enough to his garage that you could climb up the slide and just step from the top of the slide onto the roof of his garage. So we used to hang out on top of his roof. And, you know, this 8-year-old kid would do something like that, because 8-year-old kids are generally fucking stupid. And we were no exception, and especially not Paul. He was never going to be a fucking brain surgeon, that one. Well, one time we're getting off the roof, and I went to climb down, and Paul decides he's going to do it a little flashy style. Now, the garages are close enough to each other, so you could conceivably hop from one to another. And I know what you're thinking, this kid fucking went to hop from one roof to another and fell and fucking killed himself. No, not quite. All the yards in Chicago, in my neighborhood, were separated by a waist-high chain link fence. It kind of ran like this, where it had the metal posts coming out of the ground. There were more like pipes with caps on them to keep them rounded around the top. And then there would be a bar running across the top. And then the chain link would hang from the bar going across the top and the posts that would run along the length of the fence. I suppose what Paul was trying to do was he grabbed onto the gutter of his roof and he did a little forward roll off the roof. And I imagine what he wanted to do was land with his feet on top of that bar across the fence right here. That's not quite what he did. What actually happened was he landed with one foot on either side of the bar. So yeah, he landed on the top of a chain link fence fucking balls first. And as anyone would do in that situation when taking a fucking hit to the mean bean machine, he blacks out. Unfortunately, the chain link at the top of the fence, it kind of sticks up a bit. So the front of his sweatpants got caught on it. So when he fucking blacks out and just crumples off to one side of the fence, he's still kind of stuck on the fence by the front of his pants, where the fucking nut met the fucking steel fence. So he's hanging there with his fucking pants halfway down, halfway stuck to the fence, passed out, and then, you know, he recovers after a few seconds, because blackouts don't normally lead to long periods of unconsciousness. I'm in the middle of a fucking story, phone. Would you fuck off, please? And so he comes to and he tries to stagger to his feet, but, you know, he's halfway on one side of the yard, halfway on the other side of the yard. He's got the front of his pants stuck to a fucking fence. This kid is all kinds of fucked up. And so I'm just standing there laughing at him because, come on. So he tries to get up, but his pants are stuck. So he starts grabbing the front of his pants and fucking tugging on the fence. Finally frees himself and rips a gigantic hole in his pants. He gets up and he staggers through the back door of his house, and he just stands in the back hallway. He doesn't, that's all he does. I don't know, is he thinking a fucking UAV in the early 80s was gonna catch him with his fucking pants off. He takes off his sweatpants. And then, no, he doesn't change into a new pair. He takes off the pants, puts them on backwards so that the hole is coming out the back of his pants instead of the front. Because I guess a fucking tear in the front of your pants is embarrassing. But if you see your fucking shit-stained underwear from the backside, yeah, that's perfectly okay. Yeah, that kid was, he was a real gem. Every so often I try looking him up on Facebook to see if he's still alive. Because I'm pretty sure he probably, like, walked in the path of a train or fucking stumbled off a skyscraper at some point in his life. You know, some people just aren't going to live a long life because they don't have that fucking essential spark that tells you, hey, this shit's fucking dangerous. So, the moral of this story is, don't be fucking stupid. That's all. Take care. Stay safe.